Yeah. All right, DJ Longhair here in the house, and we are joined by MTG Moxman and Life Totals. Say hi, Moxman.
Hey guys, how's it going out there? MTG Moxman here. Hope you guys are having a rocking good evening.
All right, and then we got Life Totals.
Hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys are having a good night.
Yeah, so you're feeling a little better, man. You were under the weather, bro. It sucks. We're still pulling cards for you. You're medicated?
Yeah, I'm medicated.
Nice. Well, today we are going to be talking about D&D, of course. The set's going to drop next Friday, right, for pre-release? Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's going to drop next. Right? Yeah, I know. All right. Bear with us here. I got low internet signal, so it's probably going to be a little glitchy. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to be talking about D&D. You just had a video on this, I think, last week, Mox, about is it buy or pass? So we're going to be getting into that real quick.
Yeah.
And then Life Totals is already prepped. He's going to talk about cards that you should not pass on. And we're going to go from there. So I think it's just going to be us today, guys. So Moxman, you're on the fence. You're also a channel, so you had to get some. Same as me. I haven't even put my order in yet. That's how laggy I am on this set. But I think I'm only going to get like maybe a set box and maybe one collectors and call it quits. Oh, how about you?
My standing order for myself is 2 cases of set, 2 cases of draft, 3 cases of collector.
Wow. All right.
I saved all year for this.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're still going forward. Got it.
I am going forward. I did not cancel my orders, unlike a lot of people I know. I like it for what it is. I don't care really about the power level. When I did my video discussing this, I let people know that I'm still keeping my stuff, but I know for a fact orders are down, have been canceled and returned in the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars in some cases. Not affecting me.
Sorry, I'm messing with the settings here.
No worries. It isn't going to bother me at all, guys, because I want this set no matter what. I still believe a set like this will have a certain nostalgic value. And if people don't buy it, if they let this go short run, this only bodes well because Wizards won't do extra print runs. The set goes out of print early, and those who did buy a lot and have kept it sealed, they're going to make a lot of money 10 years from now.
Yeah, 10 years. Short term, no, I don't really see.
Not enough.
I don't see people coming up. Yeah. You're going to open a box, and as far as being able to sell said cards and get another box, I think that's going to be really rough.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah, there's well, I want Life Totals to chime in while I go ahead and pull up TCG just so we have kind of a rough idea of the cards that we know are going to be going down to $5-20. They're not going to stay at where they're at for sure. But
not even close.
Yeah, I'm going to pull that up. And Life Totals. What do you think about buy or pass?
I'm impartial, but based upon the power level I've seen in the set, it's a definite buy for me. There's so many good cards in here that are standard, modern, or even commander playable. Specifically, a couple of the cards, which I can go ahead and pull up if you want me to. Let me go ahead and pull up the TCG real quick because this has to do with what you're saying, and I'm pretty sure these are the cards that you're saying that you should definitely get. Yeah.
So we're going to look at a preliminary pricing. As you guys all know, these prices aren't what you go after because, you know, they're going to normalize a week after release. And I kind of feel like this is M19 all over again. Because it's a lot of mythic and bust. There's some rares, but we're going to have a look here in just a moment. Give me...
Yeah, people had high expectations. The power level looks like it's been ground back a bit.
It needed to be.
Yep, I don't disagree. But when people's expectations are a certain way, that explains the cancellations.
Well, they can't bust out jammers every single time. If they do that, it causes imbalance issues, and we already have enough of those.
Yep.
So,
but do you think they picked the right set to have it get hammered on?
No, I would have liked them to see them actually wait on that. I will say that some of the power level of some of these cards are way above average, but we'll get into that. But as of, do I think they should have waited for the rest of it? Like the rest of the set? Like I would have liked the whole set to be good, but it isn't. But in the long term, I would have liked them to wait for Innistrad to do this.
I think that would have made more sense, yeah.
Yeah. And before we get into it, guys, gotta do this real quick. And boom. Do go visit my sponsor, northvalleygames.com. Use this code at checkout, DJL808. Get yourself 10% off your purchase of singles or sealed product. They got lots of singles there. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to check them out yet, but they are pretty quick on shipping too, and they're really good guys. As always, do like, comment, and subscribe, guys. That's how we thrive here. And if you buy anything from my sponsor, you're going to get 5 bonus entries to the big prizes. Right now, we're trying to get to 500. When we do, we are doing 2 pre-release kits, one to 2 different people. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully, it'll be a D&D, but if not, we are going to push towards Innistrad. So let's get there. All right. So let me go ahead and pull this back up here. Okay. So, it looks like. See, I don't even see cards that are over $50. We're not counting foils.
No
yet,
way.
But
Team at 50, no way.
That's not what I was seeing at TCG price.
Yeah. So team at $50. Yeah, right. We got Inferno of Star Mounts. Oh, okay. That's the that does look pretty cool. I'll give it that. This is the red dragon, legendary dragon, and this card does look sick. So,
the one that pump to 20 and deal 20 damage. Yeah.
For red, that's very easy to do, especially in Commander with Jessica's Will. That is so easy to do.
Yeah,
that card will be nice.
Seeing if okay, down here. Oh, $90 on foil. Okay, $80. Someone's a little bit more reasonable. I think this is going to go down though hard.
I think so too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be surprised if the foil stays at $40. Okay, so T-Mat, everyone's been anticipating that card. Sitting at about 50. You could already the alt art or Sendo art, alt art, whatever, borderless, is gone down a little bit. Some people, oh, dude, check out this Gone Rogues. Yeah, baby.
Gotta love it.
Oh, dude. Paper Hero Comics going for $100,000. Yeah, okay.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so I think the foil
like this, they're not going to stay.
No. The foil might stay at $50, but I'm feeling like this is a $20 to $30 card. Max. Overall. What do you max? Yeah. What do you think? You were in agreement.
It's a necessary card for Commander because it's going to be a strict upgrade for like Scion of the Ur Dragon. It's not Commander, like Commander itself for dragons. I wouldn't use it as a Commander. I would always choose Scion over it because Scion has that ability to just become a giant beat stick and do like one-shot kills. But Tiamat's not.
Sorry, I forgot. Got to get my purple drink on. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. Going back to the thing.
But yeah, Scion being as good as it is, it's not Tiamat's not going to outbeat it, even though it does give you the ability with Scion to go ahead and tutor your dragons up, which could potentially be deadly in the right deck.
Like I've already I opened a lot of packs today on Arena, so I've been trying out Loth and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's
okay. She gets killed easily.
I will tell you, in my opinion, the best planeswalker of the set, and one that I think every standard player should definitely pick up right now because it is OP. She protects herself. Get Zerial. She is so good.
Oh, the angel from Faerun, the one who got converted into a demon lord. Yeah.
Exactly.
She is pretty good. I
want to get back to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried her out today. It was kind of fun to just make little devils to protect yourself so you can get higher up, give your creatures pump ups, and she's 4 to cast, which is pretty reasonable.
It's about the same power level that we're seeing with, besides Chandra didn't protect herself, and now we're seeing Ariel being able to protect herself. So she's probably just as good as Chandra, in my opinion, especially since...
Let me pull that one up, guys. Okay,
sure.
We are talking about the...
Red Planeswalker.
Which Planeswalker? The red one? Okay.
Red.
Wow. It's down here on the list. Crazy.
It's only like $5, dude. I already have a set pre-order for it.
Hey, Cryptic, what's up, buddy?
Oh, Cryptic, you made it.
No, he's saying he can't make it.
Oh, in the chat. Okay. Hey, no worries, man. No worries, man. We're just talking about D&D, of course. Here is the $5 Planeswalker. Maybe 16. I think it might stay around $10 for this.
Alternate art is 16.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And this one's pretty sweet. I like that. Like you guys said, that it does. She can protect herself, so you can throw out a bunch of 1/1 devils, and
the devils do damage.
Nice. And so that ult is very easy to get to. That ult, you have it in 2 to 3 turns. Done.
Put her with Torbrand and watch the little guys do 3 damage when they die. It's hilarious.
Oh wow. Okay. So that's I'm gonna go back to the list here of what the TCG thinks that are essential cards that are money, but there's not a lot. I mean, page 2, and we're already down to $20. Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Like
I said, it's going to be a fun set.
This is not a flip set.
No,
it's going to be fun to open. All right, and we got Xanathar.
Yep, he'll be okay.
Yeah, he will especially be good in Send Triplets.
Send Triplets are awesome.
Ah, okay. Yeah, this one for sure. I don't think it'll stay at $20. Maybe 10.
Yeah, maybe
but
10.
It's just okay. I mean, it's got the kind of feel to it, but that's about it.
Still,
what do you think?
Too, right?
Yeah, 6 to cast. Yeah, I don't think
nothing in Commander.
I don't know if this. Yeah, I don't see this in Standard. I don't know. I could be wrong, but those really aren't ramping colors to get up to 6. You know, turn 4 you should be winning.
Try though. You know they're going to try.
Anything over 5 is too much in Standard.
Exactly. Dimlich.
Demilich is fun, but
That 4 blue is kind of a pain.
Yeah, well, it costs 1 less for each instant and sorcery spell you cast this turn. So, I mean, if you have 4 mana this turn, it could come out cheap, but you know, like
the artwork though. I really do.
The artwork is cool. Yeah.
I think the card's not bad. The card's not bad either, but
no, it's not horrible.
Old Gnawbone especially is a card that I think you all should pick up.
Yep, he is going to be a good card.
Well, I want it. I definitely, and this alt art's actually really impressive. It looks cool. But
well, they made the dragons look really good. The dragon art is beautiful.
Oh yeah,
I think they did better with the dragon art in this set than they did with Strixhaven.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah, Strixhaven, the regular cards looked way better. The alt art's like but this one they did a lot of work and did really cool. I think this one will probably stay around $20. I think.
Definitely,
maybe 32. What's that?
I said with the treasure token creation we're seeing and things that double treasure tokens, we're going to see a lot of that in upcoming stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I'm tempted to make a commander treasure deck, but I'm not sure. We're gonna get to those commanders a little bit later, because all the commanders have been spoiled. Remember last week, Stomping Grounds was kind enough to show us a few teasers of the Draconic and what was the other one? I can't remember, but it was the black red one. So we got to see those last week. That was pretty sick. But yeah, this one I think maybe the foil will stay at 31, but I think it's like a $20 card. For standard, I mean green can ramp up there, but I don't know.
Show me my boy.
Kind of a big
my boy's right there. I see him.
And you said you tried Loth?
Yeah, I've tried Loth out in Arena for about an hour today. Black deck. I tried black, red, and black. She's not hard to get out. She's just hard to keep alive. Getting the little spiders, it was cool. Blocking a lot of stuff dying puts tons of counters on her, which is hilarious. But she was not game winning for me yet. I got to figure out a way of breaking her.
All right. We're getting to your boy. Live totals. I'm assuming this bad boy right here, right? Picture that we have today.
Limerith Desert Dew.
And so it's 5 in blue. I mean, you can get there. Ward 4 is amazing. And
it's this last ability that makes it good, and people underestimate how good that is.
Yeah, drawing cards to the equal difference is hilarious.
That's a full grip, dude. That is a full grip.
And 5 casting cost is pretty reasonable.
And it's a 5/5, so it's a 5/5
the other dragon
flying and ward.
Yeah, no, they purposely costed this one right, where the other ones are more expensive for what.
Yeah, I feel disappointed in the white dragon. They should have done more.
Yes, they should have, because it's actually technically not in flavor canonically with D&D.
Yep.
Should be a +5.
If we start seeing this one, in decks, I actually think this one might go up. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It has potential.
Initially, it dropped down to 10. Huh?
In most situations, and people are going to argue with me about this, in separate situations, and I'm not saying the exact identical situations, this is better than Consecrated Sphinx.
Interesting.
Because, yes, you have to deal with combat damage, but 95% of the time, someone on the board does not have something to block a flyer in Commander.
That's true.
So this is getting through, and you're getting a full grip of cards with blue. That's insane.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I'm not really familiar with the other cards for sure. Oh boy, Cryptic's been talking. Sorry, man. I've been flipping.
It's okay. I've been reading his comments. I care enough.
Well, thanks.
You walked into it.
Yeah, I did. Oh yeah. Well, I hope you get better, Cryptic. I know there's been a cold flying around, and no, it's not the Rona. So hopefully you don't get the Rona, because the Rona sucks. Yeah, Cryptic says it's not blue style. I kind of agree with him.
He's talking about Demolich.
But
he said that about Demolich. He said that about Demolich.
Oh, about Demolich? Okay, got it. All right. So this one I think might come up if it starts seeing some standard play, but definitely it's a auto include on Commander if you're running that color. I mean, yeah. Okay. We already know about Tumot. Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's 5 and not 7 or 8. I mean, geez. The other dragons are just kind of okay. So, and this guy's too expensive for blue, I think.
He is also better for Commander. Yes, Mordenkainen, specifically being one of the greatest wizards in all of D&D history. Specifically, his last ability, his ultimate, which is very easy to get if you're running green-blue and you have the ability to go ahead and double those loyalty counters. Just play it, swap your hand real quick, go ahead and play you a, let's say, Thassa's Oracle or Jace, and guess what? You just won the game.
Huh. Yeah, true. Okay. Crypto says it's awful. All right. We have the Grandmaster of Flowers. His auto ability seems interesting. There's no ultimate, but once you get past 7 loyalties, a 7/7 Dragon God, so that's kind of cool.
I kind of don't like that they did this, and like it's not actually Bahamut on the picture; it's just his human form being the Master of Flowers. And I get it at the same time because Bahamut, being who he is, likes to kind of hide.
Grandmaster of Flowers is Kane.
Yeah.
Period. I hate this card.
Okay. Yeah, I like the first ability. And then who is Monk of the Open Hand?
It's a 1/1 monk that you can go searching for. It's not bad.
It has Flurry of Blows. Pretty good.
Yeah, being able to cycle through your deck and get cards out is kind of nice, actually. I just don't like the fact that it isn't Grandmaster Kane, which is what it should be.
I understand, but I'm also saying, like, I really don't like that it isn't Bahamut himself either. It just feels like off on a lot of levels that I don't feel is flavorful. I am kind of happy that they went ahead and printed Lair of the Hydra, though. I was wondering for like days what the green one was going to be.
I like the look of this card. I know a lot of people don't, but I like these looks.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Reminds me of the old modules. I just love it.
Okay, so you make it turned into a Hydra for 1 turn. But I mean, if you got a bunch of mana hanging out, I don't see why not, you know? Exactly. If only it had trampled, then it would be even better.
Oh, like Tarsarak should? Sure.
Yeah.
Tarsarak's getting ripped off in this set.
Oh?
Like how much I hate Drizzt?
Yeah, pretty much.
The Drizzt card. I hate the Drizzt card. I hate it so much. It's so wrong.
Should be white-black, but that's okay. Or green-black. Black should be there as far as I'm concerned, but I'm okay with the abilities.
Black should be there for Drow.
Cryptic says he's surprised that Greenland's not a wannabe Gaia's Cradle.
We already got the elf that's a Gaia's Cradle. We have Gaia's Cradle at home. Right there.
Yep, and we have Circle of Dreams. Yeah, there it is.
That's an automatic elf upgrade in my elf deck. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be a fun card.
No, I hope to pull one for sure, because that will go in the elf deck. You are correct. What? Oh, that's a little confusing. The regular Circle of Dreams Druid is more than the extended art. Okay. That's interesting. No, I don't know if that's a foobar on their behalf.
It's not going to stay at $20. It's going to go down to being like $5 or $8.
Eliwick,
I think so.
This Planeswalker sucks.
I like it against the Bard, but
it's only good for the dungeon set. That's it. And even then, meh.
Yeah. Trample and haste for the ultimate.
You don't give me Elminster, let's call it a day.
What's that now?
I said, you didn't give me Elminster, but you gave me her. That's ridiculous. It just bothers me, some of the choices.
And and the deck.
How did they not print Strahd in this set, by the way? How did they get away with it?
Because he's Ravenloft. Strahd's not here. This is Faerun.
Yeah, but
they put
what is besides Faerun? Yeah, Mordenkainen is not here either. Mordenkainen in the last book was in the Shadowfell.
Well, he got whipped by Strahd.
Oh yeah,
which is ridiculous because in D&D stats, Strahd's not that tough.
They made him to be like that. They actually upgraded him in the new sets. That they actually said that like if you actually run the Lords of the Shadowfell like you should, they don't have stat blocks because they're that strong. Because they're gods of their own domain.
Makes more sense because like Lord Soth was like kicking his butt. So good. Right.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
Love it.
Because if we go by that, Zerial shouldn't be here either because she's an Avernus.
Yep. Well, I'm going to let the Planeswalkers go wherever they want, so I'm not going to complain about them. So if you gave me a Strahd Planeswalker that came to Faerun, I'm cool with that too.
This card is so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, and
Blue
Cryptic,
Mill
are you
is just
saying
going
this
to
card?
become...
So which card is he saying goes to a buck?
Deck of many things.
This one. Oh,
remember,
really?
It didn't have the choices he liked, so he said it was going to go to a buck last week. He's just reminding us that it's going to be worthless.
You mean the deck of 3 things?
Yeah.
I agree
That's
that it should probably have at least 5 or 6 choices on the card.
Yeah, I said at least 5. We were joking last week. I said it's got to have 5. Come on. Give me 5 choices.
Yeah, at least.
It's not that hard to do.
Because now right now it's a deck of a few things, not of many. And you guys were talking about
wanky, you know?
I don't like
that stays out.
I don't like that there isn't a void in that either. Like a
Why couldn't
void
it be a choice like Armageddon, Wrath of God? Like it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Because it's random.
Yeah,
It'd be,
Yeah, the Volpro Sword's definitely going to go down because that's the buy a box and different art. And were they doing the same thing for the special bundle? Was it the same card?
Which bundle?
For the bundle for this set.
A Sirac is actually better than I think people think that it is.
You mean like a fat pack?
Yeah, a fat pack, yeah.
Do you even get a bonus card with that?
Yeah, you always get a card that's in the main set.
I don't think we get that here in Canada. We get the buy a box combo, though. We get the buy a box, right? And every store, like if you buy a case, they may still only give you one copy. Only certain stores will give you 1 for 1.
Yeah, my store's like that. So the buy a box is the Vorpal Sword in a special art. I'm trying to remember what the card was from the Fat Pack. I have to look that up. Maybe they didn't announce it yet.
Wait, we get a non-spin down? We get a non-spin down D20?
Yeah, we get a real D20 because you have to roll in the dungeon.
Ooh, I want it. I want it so bad.
Yeah. Comes in the
you should be able to get one at pre-release. And of course the Fat Pack will be the huge
can't go to pre-release. I don't have an LGS.
help me get to 500. You might win.
Yay!
Did you guys hear me?
What's that?
I said help me get to 500 subscribers. You might win one. Because I'm giving out 2 when we get there, so we'll see. But yeah, so the Fat Pack's going to have a huge one, and I don't know if they're doing different colors for the pre-release, but you'll definitely get one in your pre-release kit. So you might want to pick one up just for the diet at least. All right, boys, so we have
time is up. I must run away from you all. There's not enough hours in the day. Everyone have a great day, okay? I'll see you guys next week.
All right.
You too.
You have a good one,
Later,
man.
Cryptic. Later, guys.
Bye.
Later. Bye. All right. So I'm going to let you do your thing now, life totals. I'll go ahead and end the screen here, and you're going to pull up the must pickups for the set.
Yes, must pick up for the sets.
And so, I don't know. There's some neat cards in here. I'm a channel, so I'm biased. I have to get at least 1 or 2. So I'm like I said, I might just get a collector's and a 7-box and call it a day. I'm gonna end up getting the Fat Packs. I actually have $30 off right now on Amazon. So when I get paid, I'm gonna get the gift pack. So there is a gift pack available for this. You're gonna get the 3 dungeons, possibly laminated and huge, in the gift pack. I don't think it's in the regular bundle. And you also get a collector's booster pack in there as well. Right now on Amazon, it's about 46, but you're looking at about $50 retail. If you find it at Walmart or Target, it'll probably be 55 to $60. I kind of want to pick it up for the big die and the extra pack and the little laminated dungeons. Not sure if I'm going to really use that mechanic, but it looks cool. So, you know me, I'm a freak for the boxes and the, well, this time it's an actual D20, but for the fat die, hopefully it's more dynamic than the crappy one we got for the gift pack from Zendikar Rising gift pack. So, because that one was just a boring gray die, and you're like, come on. They had a really cool green die, the one before that, but the other one was just boring gray. Anyways, yeah. Oh, you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little rant. All right, go for it, bud.
All right. So Grandmaster Flower, skip. Mordenkainen, buy for Commander. Loth, skip. Possibly good in standard yet, but like Moxman said, don't know if you can break it yet. Zerial, all around good. Probably as good as Chandra. So she protects herself, she gives haste, and if you can get up to that ultimate, which is very easy to do because it's only -6, you get extra combat steps. Amazing. Illywick, skip. Icing Death, not really in flavor. Don't really think it's that great, so skip that one too. Limerith, Desert Doom, get it, because in my opinion, in most cases, it's better than Consecrated Sphinx. So it's standard playable, modern playable, and it is commander playable. The fact that it has flying and ward 4 when it's untapped, and it's 5/5 for 5, is amazingly good. And the fact that if you're under 3 when it deals combat damage, that you go ahead and you get to draw a full grip just makes it great. Otherwise, you're just drawing cards when you attack with it, which is still good anyways. That's still a +1 no matter what. You're always ahead. Ebon Death, it's a skip for me. I really don't see the appeal for it. Inferno, I would say in the right build, Inferno has potential, but you need a lot of red mana to make it so you're just doing all that damage. If you have an infinite mana sink, go for it. Especially if you have a way to turn all your mana always into red. Like I said, Jeskai Will can get you there pretty fast. And then you have Old Gnawbone, which is immediate. You should want to pick this up just for Commander. Just being able to attack with it, making all those treasure tokens. That is amazing, guys. Anything that attacks and deals combat damage, you're getting that many treasures. So he doesn't even have to attack himself. You can keep him in back, keep him frosty. Go ahead and swing with all your little guys. Swing with all the little guys. Just go. Because they might not, in most cases, they might not block it. You're going to get a lot of treasures this way. Book of Exalted Deeds, I feel like this card is very good. I like it. I think it's going to be really good in like angel decks and decks that rely heavily, that are white, that rely heavily on artifacts. Just being able to
we got to pause for the cause. We got to pause for the cause. Guess who just showed up?
Dobby!
Master has given Dobby a sock.
What? I didn't...
Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Dobby is free.
I had to. Go ahead, man. Oh,
okay.
There you go.
I'm back on it, yeah. I just wanted to watch the video.
I know.
Demi-Lich, like Cryptic was saying, I feel like he's just something that Blue doesn't really want to do. Blue wants to play control, and this feels very aggressive. And then you have a Sirak, which I actually believe is better than most people think that he is. And just having him as a zombie commander, and then just putting Tomb of Annihilation just in the deck, so you can go ahead and play him eventually, or just having him in your zombie deck in general. I feel like he's a good slot because, like, every turn around the table, you're making a 2/2 black zombie. That's going to add up quickly, and having that many zombies to go ahead and like throw at people as fodder with all the zombie support is just great. I don't even think that you have to run dungeons with this to make it good. Flame Skull, I just like because of the flavor of it. I like being able to like think of it like if it dies, you get to cast top card of the library, play one. That, but then we're getting to the card that pisses me off. I hate the Tarrasque card. I hate it so much. This right here. I hate it. 10 mana for this. They called it a dinosaur.
I looking at it and I'm like, ooh, dino, but I don't know the lore, so I'm just like, yay, dino. That's just me.
It's not a dinosaur. A Tarrasque is a Tarrasque. There's only one Tarrasque.
Yeah. What does he do though? I can't read it.
Here, I'll go ahead and click it. See if I can make it bigger. There we go. He costs 9 mana, 6 colors. 3. He has haste and ward 10 as long as it was cast. And whenever the Tarrasque attacks, it fights target creature defending player controls, and has 10/10. And for 9, you're thinking a 10/10 for 9 doesn't sound bad, right? But the fact that this isn't in flavor for Tarrasque, the whole card is just wrong, makes me mad. It should have like all of the keyword abilities, like it should have vigilance, it should have hexproof, it should have trample, it should have haste. At the minimum, those are what it should have. Specifically trample, because Tarrasque in the D&D lore, he actually has a siege engine ability on him that when he deals damage to a structure, it deals double. So that's how he goes through buildings and stuff, because like people will try to stop this from getting in your town because the Tarrasque devours everything.
Yeah, that in that case, yeah, I can definitely see the flavor fail. It's still cool because it's a dino, expensive for what it does, and it needs trample, at least for game wise. You know, seeing a big 10/10 not do anything fancy is kind of disappointing. All right. So that one's a skip, you think?
Yeah, that's a skip. That's a definite skip. Loyal Warhound skip, True Polymorph skip, Book of Vile Darkness, awesome in flavor. I would suggest getting it, but not really. You can technically skip it. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. This is another Lord for goblins. You want this if you run Krenko. That's a pickup for you. You want that. Long Rest, a very, very good card. Can you get this many different costing cards in your graveyard? Because you have to have up to 8 different costing cards in your graveyard in order for you to get the ability to have your life total go back up to your starting life total. So that's potentially like a lot of life in Commander. You could probably get there if like you build around it. Teleportation Circle, meh. Mind Flayer, meh. Asmodeus, I haven't seen this card. Let's go ahead and read Asmodeus. I didn't even know they printed this.
Yeah, I just saw it popped up the other day.
If you draw a card, exile the top card of your library face down instead. Black, draw 7 cards. What? Cut that black ability. What?
Yeah, but keep in mind they're going face down and being exiled. I mean, you could play it, but you know, you have to do the other thing to be able to pick up all set cards that you have exiled to be able to see what you got and lose that much
life. This is like Gristlebrand, except it costs... Yeah, but this is like Brand, except you're only paying 4 mana and the life to do it. That's good. We saw what happened to Gristlebrand. This is why Gristlebrand is banned in Commander, because that's amazing.
You're kind of cutting out a little bit. Yeah, 40 life. Yeah.
What about now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. There you go.
Yeah. I probably too far away from my face.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't know. For Commander, it looks fun. I don't know about anything else though. For Standard though, I don't know.
I think that you could get there. There's a lot of return on this. I don't know.
I mean, if you're running Life Gain deck, you can definitely pull it off. Yeah. So you're in agreement with Cryptic saying the same thing, and I totally agree with Dobby that they spent all the powder in MH2. Yeah, power wise, there are still a lot of broken cards, but yeah, power wise, it's not really there.
95% of this skip. If you're a flavor goblin like me or Moxman, you got to pick this stuff up just because you want it because it's just D&D nostalgia, right? But like besides like Xanathar and like Volo is really good too. I really like Volo. I like that whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with that card, you may copy it. So it's really good. I think that's good. That's good for Commander. I think that's actually pretty good for Standard too. He's a 3/2. It's not bad. Skeletal Swarming I like a lot. And like I said before, Tiamat's definitely a pickup, guys. Pick that up, even though it really is a Commander card. Pick that up. Drizzt skip, Brunor skip. Adult Gold Dragon, that's standard playable. That is a 4/3 flying lifelink haste. That is really good.
Oh yeah. And all right, Dobby, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Triumphant Adventure skip, Orcus. Orcus, I don't know. I really don't like it. I feel like it's too much mana, and by the time you do have it, I feel like you'd be holding this too long in your hand. Then it eventually becomes a decker. As a commander, it has some versatility. For sure. Because if your commander text becomes too much after playing him, right, you just play him for less. So he'd be pretty good for commander. Reclusive Painter is really nice. They keep printing all these elves, and none of them are in my colors. Like, stop.
Yeah. Well, this one I could use, but yeah, it's black red. I mean, I don't know. There's no Jund elf yet. Like, and you know, all Jund, like all the colors.
Then they do print a green black elf, and they make it trash. I'm like, stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know the elves don't need help. I'm super impartial elves. You know my main commander deck is elves. It's like a $6,000 commander deck. I love elves.
Hold up. Cryptid saying, do you think they messed up printing the card, Bar the Gate?
I think they messed up Bar the Gate, and I think they messed up a lot of cards in this set. The Mimic is really cool. But it's the fact that, like, to do stuff in Flavor It properly might mean that some of this stuff is like over the top. And I understand the balancing issues that they'd probably run into trying to print some of this stuff. But they also had to remember, and this is what I was saying earlier when I was saying, like, I wish they would have waited till Innistrad to, like, lower the power level. Like, just wait the one set. They should have, like, done D&D at, like, a really, really high power level, because Planeswalkers compared to entities in D&D are, like, really little bitches. Like, straight up. Like, D&D has gods and, like, beings that are, like, all powerful that you can't hope to, like, even comprehend. And, like, planeswalking isn't really that high of a spellcaster skill. You can start doing that with the plane shift spell at, like, 7th level if you're a spellcaster in D&D. It's not anything special in the Forgotten Realms. A high-level spellcaster can plane shift to other planes. So, you know, planeswalkers themselves really aren't that strong. In fact, if you didn't know this, Magic the Gathering actually just printed stat blocks for Liliana, Chandra, I believe Narset, and the dog guy.
The dog guy. Okay.
With Mowo. I know who Mowo is, but I can't remember his planes. Yeah, Mowo.
Mowo.
Yeah, Mowo. That's his name. Mowo. That's his name.
Yeah, and you actually can find the downloadable sheet on the Magic the Gathering site. And
but Magic the Gathering has confirmed that Planeswalkers are only level 10.
Oh, wow.
Level 10. That means they're very weak by D&D standards. That means they're only like mid-level adventurers. They're not... Magic likes to play them out like all-powerful gods and et cetera, and they used to be before the mending. But the mending made them weak. They're not gods anymore. That's some D&D lore for you. Yeah, I mean Magic the Gathering lore, not D&D lore.
Okay,
Same
I'm going to
thing
share
now,
this
right?
real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to share this real quick. Oh,
I stopped sharing.
No. No, I know. I just hit the wrong button. Okay. What happened to it? Oh, there we go. Stop screen. Okay. Sorry, I'm being retarded. Okay. As in I was retarded before. So I want to clarify that. Okay. There we go. So there it is, guys. If you guys go to the site, and if you guys do play D&D, they have some printable sheets. So you can get Chandra level 10, Liliana level 10, Yagnu, and Mao level 10. You get a blank character sheet. That's pretty cool. Kaya, Narset, and a Planeswalker bundle. Probably all the 5 that they put out there. So kind of interesting if you're looking for NPC of the 5 of the Planeswalkers.
Yeah, to put in your campaign. Yep, and they even have some unique items on them too. So if your DM happened to be nice and let you fight Liliana and you somehow managed to kill her, she has the chain veil on her.
Oh, nice. So Cryptic keeps asking about you could share screen again, dude, if you want.
Okay.
About there's only one venture into the dungeon at instant speed. There's only one card,
yes,
right?
I've only seen one. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember seeing that there was only one of them.
Okay.
It's like Wizards lately regarding new mechanics is actually afraid to make anything at instant speed. Like it seems like they're trying to make instant speed rarer, right? Because we're starting to see that. We saw that with like lessons, like it was only sorcery speed. Bar the gate, he says. Let's go ahead and see if I can find it.
Bar the gates, yeah. But most of them are at sorcerer speed. It kind of makes sense that you would only be able to venture into the dungeon on your turn. But to finish the dungeon, it just seems like a lot of waste of card space, you know?
This doesn't seem in flavor at all. Counter target creature, planeswalker, then venture into a dungeon. Like, if they were going to do something like this, it would have to be like closing gate the spell, and that'd be high level. Encountering a spell. Well, I guess counterspell itself is a third spell, so I guess that makes sense if that's the reason why they did it. Like someone's countering gate the spell. They can do that with counterspell, which is a third level spell, which makes sense because it probably would be blue because it's a wizard spell. I would say that the flavor is pretty close on that. Especially if that's how they went about saying that, is to counter the 8th level spell gate with counterspell.
Gotcha. Okay. So any other cards that are definitely a keep? I mean, or try to pick up?
Oh yeah, I have one more.
There's that Gabo that was a 0/1 that you could pump up and turn 2 potentially win the game if you have the right cards in your hand for standard.
We'll get to that one. But I came upon the one that I want to talk about first. This is one of my favorite cards in the set. Delina Wildmage, the one that I think has the most potential in red in this set, to actually be overpowered. And she is an elf shaman. She costs 3 and 1 red. When Delina Wildmage attacks, choose target creature you control, then roll a d20. 1 to 14. Create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that creature, except it's legendary, it's not legendary, and it has exile creature at the end of combat. Now, for the 15-20, this is where it gets even more interesting because you need to look at the words that are being left out of this. Create one of those tokens. Roll again.
Yeah. If you're a good roller, 15 to 20, it's not hard to hit. You could definitely keep this going for a while.
We're making.
Or what?
The reason why I say this, especially with cards like Atali or something like that, Atali, the dinosaur from Ixalan.
Oh, okay.
Basically what he does is he's a 5/5. He swings in. When you swing, you get to cast the top card off of your opponent's library. So everybody's library flips the top card. You get to cast all those without paying their mana cost. Now, if you have multiple Atalis, you're casting multiple instances of cards off the top of everyone's library, including your own. If you happen to make this deck, and you happen to have multiple colors, like you could situationally get yourself, if you somehow manage to run the deck this way, you could situationally get yourself a like Omniscience out for free, or Omniscience off somebody else's library. That is just nasty.
I heard that.
So this is why this is my favorite card. This is the card that I'm most excited to build the deck around of. Even if it was just mono red, the deck would just be insane, because like you could just the big stuff just to hit everybody with, like.
Yeah, no.
Making like
you're right, because like that card is awesome. I mean, it's fairly easy to get your hands on too.
All those cards.
You're cutting out, bud.
I didn't say anything.
Oh no,
I think you're dying.
You think what? Oh, okay. Carry on. It was just you were clipping hard. I was trying to figure it out.
Okay. You said you wanted me to find that goblin, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he's gonna pull up the card, but basically, if you land your cards right, have the dragon in your hand, are able to pump up said dude. Turn 2, you could have him be, I think, like a 6. He has double strike too, and then you pop in said dragon. Turn 2, you could just wreck.
See if I can find him.
Yeah, we're. Hey, Bruce, how you doing, bud?
Must be way down here.
Yeah, I think so. Was he a rare? I thought he was a rare, but I don't know. I just remember he's a 0/1 Gobbo.
I haven't seen a 0/1 Gobbo yet.
Yeah. Been hanging in there, Bruce. I been busy around here. I have all these videos to edit, and like I stay up late because that's what I normally do, and just finally cleared off my workspace so I can get back to editing those. But I did finish what I have for right now. Yeah, I don't know. I know he was easier to spot in the alt art or the showcase art. So you might want to scroll all the way down to that.
Showcase.
But yeah, no, I finally cleared up my space because I just put together a Windgrist deck. There's obviously the expensive cards that I need to put in there, and there's a cheap card I didn't put in there to help with the card draw.
I didn't find it on this list.
It should be there. The heck? Let me see if I can
find
it.
I didn't see it. Here, I'll go ahead and give you back the screen.
Okay. Okay, let me pull up in here. We'll get to the cards. Okay. There's the promotions. Let's skip ahead here. There we go. View the cards. Okay, so it's in red. So most of these are spoiled. I think the only ones we're missing right now for spoilers is the commander cards, which we'll show the commanders off again here in just a moment. I'm looking for, there it is, Minion of the Mighty.
Oh, I saw that one. Okay, yeah.
It's
but that's
not
a cool.
gobbo.
Well, that's not a goblin. That's why I skipped it, because you said it was a goblin. Yeah.
I thought it was a goblin. I'm sorry. It's a kobold. So yeah, when the minion mighty attacks, if you attack with a creature with a total power of 6 or greater, this combat, you can put a dragon creature in your hand into the battlefield, tapped and attacking. So you just use some basic combat tricks that will cost you under 2. Pump this guy up to 6. He only has menace though. Okay.
Menace is still amazing.
But you could, yeah, exactly. You pump this guy up to 6. You pop in your dragon, and there's I forget the exact combo, but basically you can get this off in turn 2, get this guy powered to 6+, somehow give him a double strike, and it's game. So I don't remember the exact card that they put or the dragon they put, but it is fully possible to knock your opponent down to 1 or 2 turn 2 with this guy alone, and some combat tricks. But yeah, that you don't think so? Okay.
It's not that I don't think so. It's turn 2, maybe turn 3. I don't know if you're going to be able to definitely win by turn 2 or pump him up, because double strike doesn't give you double the stats, so it doesn't.
Well, no, if you had double strike though, that would be 6 times 2, so there's 12, and then you just need 8 to finish it off. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was the,
okay. I see what you're. I see what you mean. I thought you meant like get him up to. I just don't see you having enough mana to get him permanently up to 6.
Well, not permanently, no, but I'd have to look up the combo. There was one I think that gave it +3 and double strike or something along those lines, but basically, it depends on the dragon you pull too. So it is fully possible. And if there's a double strike,
might go in that is it deck that I think is going to happen. I think there's going to be a good is it deck. I really do.
Yeah. Well, just imagine if you were able to attack with that blue dragon.
Yeah, that's why it's my favorite, and like I don't see a lot of people talking about it, and I was like, why? It's good. It reminds me of Ojutai, Dragon Lord for Tarkir. Is what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that with the 5/5 Desert Bloom, I mean, at least you'll be able to fill your hand because you're going to be blowing. Well, you have to have him out turn 1. Turn 2, you have to have 2 of the pump-up spells, and then you can pop this bad boy down for the Desert Bloom, and there's at least 19 there. So,
with the ability to draw a whole new grip.
Exactly, because you're going to waste like at least 1 initially, get 1 back. Well, you got to blow 2 initially because it's going to be put you down to, if you are the first person, they'll put you down to 5 cards, and then draw. You have 6. You're going to waste 2, puts you down to 4. You're going to have that dragon in hand, so boom, and it's already attacking. You're going to be down to 3. Unless
that's
you
full grip.
Have something else. Or no, you're gonna play another land. So there you go. That will put you down to 2, and then boom, you'll be able to draw up to
5,
7 with there you go. Bam. There's the combo. There's other dragons too. I'm just giving that as an example that you could refill your hand and smack them down to near death, and that's turn 2.
You might see people like slamming this with like Galazeth down because it's literally in your why is my mind going blank right now? Oh my god.
I think that's the one that they brought up. I'm not familiar with the card off the top of my head, but oh, there you go. Even with this dragon, the Inferno of Star Mounts, be able to pull this out for free because you got Homeboy pumped up to 6. I mean, there's 6. Then there's
Ooh, I just thought of something better. Slam down old Gnawbone instead. Slam down old Gnawbone instead.
oh yeah,
Get all
And
those
just get all the
treasures. Let's
treasures.
go. Yeah, and then just play your whole
Yeah.
hand. Let's go.
Yeah, and then if you pull those treasures, you could just shock the rest, and then boom, game.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So that was one combo that I saw recently that I was just like, oh, okay, that would be fun. Yeah. So overall, you're thinking what? There's probably about 10 cards that you're after in this set, or what?
I would say there's more around like 15. And maybe 20 if I was being generous. But the rest of it is like meh. And I would only want it because of the flavor. Why? Like I'd be impartial and want it for the flavor wise because I love D&D. So it's not even because the cards are good.
Well, for me, in opening it will be super fun. The value's not there, but at least one, I got to do story time because of all the sorceries and instants. You know, you go into a cavern. You know, it's just too
Get
easy
me
to
a
make
Moxman
story
when you
time.
open it because then you can be like, oh, you open a card and be like, okay, every once in a while you could ask me and Moxman and be like, do give me the lore of this card from D&D.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you know me and Moxman can do it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So yeah, the other thing I want to address, guys, since we kind of covered, you guys have seen other channels with spoilers and all that fun stuff, is that because the value is not there, it's not broken. We have tons of people canceling on orders. The stores are going to get hard and may have stock on this forever. The typical Wizards with the shipping problems, even with the shipping problems, I don't think you're going to have any problem ordering or getting any of this set at all. And like Moxman said, if you play the long game, you buy a few boxes and sit on them for 10 years. I mean, that's with any set, really. Because this set is not going to be highly bought, I think this one might be worth some money down the road. I, as a content creator, have to get this box. So, again, I might only get 2. Normally, I like to get people involved and do like a box break, color break, or box battle, but I just don't foresee doing too much of that on this set. So basically, anything I get on this set will be on me. So I'm not going to get too much. But
Or you could just pull,
I
or you could just pull me a bunch of D&D stuff, and then you get another Verdant Catacombs.
Yeah, as much as I want that, man, I really, of course I do want that. I just don't have the financials, and I already gave you like almost like $50
Yeah, I know.
in the last set,
I
and I
know.
really needed to sell those. So I got $50 credit. But anyway, so let me know, guys, if you guys are watching this later. Mark down in the comments whether it's a buy or pass for you. I think as a content creator, this is going to be super fun. It makes story time way easier as you're cracking the box. I think that's going to be fun. But value-wise, I just don't see you being able to flip it and make any sort of your money back. I mean, you have to get like all the mythics that were on the first page and foil and the best version of to even get close to getting your money back. So
I feel like
think
that's the way
also
that-
why a lot of people think- yeah.
I feel like that's the way with all D&D, like not D&D. That's the way with all Magic the Gathering sets now. Like, there's so many people that lately that I know that get a box and they don't flip it. Like, it's just the way that it is now. I really don't think that you're going to be able to buy boxes now and realistically flip them all the time. So,
Yeah. Well, it's true on any box that as you're saying, it's true on any box. But all right, Bruce, have a good one, man. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. But with any box, yeah, of course, if you don't get the hits, you're not getting anywhere. But I mean, like MH2 was very generous. You spent a lot of money to get that generosity, of course. But it was if you got your box pre-release, of course. On this one, you'd have to get it way before pre-release if you were able to flip it to get any form of money back, really. So this one's a money sink set. It's purely nostalgic. It's got a lot of for beginners. I would say pick it up. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff and good stuff that you'll need. But don't expect to turn a profit on this set at all. Especially after release or after release. You're going to see a bunch of content creators, including myself, freaking out that, oh my God, this set's the worst set. But honestly, like it's, I don't know. If you play the game, cool. If you're in it for money, this is not the set for you. It's going to be a huge skip.
But everyone else says that about every set. Yeah, I think everyone says that about every set, though. There's always going to be somebody that's like,
yeah, but I mean, what else are you gonna do? I don't know. Compared to MH2 brought a lot of things to the table, and not for standard, but coming off from MH2 to a powered down set, you're just like, oh, okay. There was so much hype on this set for over a year now, and a lot of people are kind of going away a little disappointed. Like you guys said, like you and Moxman said. It'd be great if they powered down Ernest Strahd, not this set. So I don't know. It's just kind of a bummer. But there are a lot of good cards still to pick up, guys. I'm not a negative Nelly. I definitely want to get that green dragon, of course. It would be super fun to run treasure. If you guys have any treasure cards in your bulk bin or where you stash all your common uncommons, those things are jumping up in price. A lot of cards from Ixalan having to do with treasure has popped up from the Ixalan block. I know I have to go dig through. I actually have a huge box of stuff from Guilds of Ravnica, M19, and a little bit of the Ixalan that I did get. So I have to dig through there because there's some cards that are over $6 now that are just common or that are just uncommon. So you guys might want to dig around if you guys have any of the older sets for anything with treasure, because you're going to be seeing those decks pop up for all over the place. Now, do we have show off the commanders? Do you have that accessible, or do I have to pull it up?
I can get it. Give me
okay, sweet. I think you're a little quicker. That's what I was asking.
Well, I type like 100 words a minute, so.
Yeah, exactly. I'm slow as all hell. But yeah, if you guys are watching this later, do chime in the chat, or not in the chat. Obviously, if you guys are here, tell me your 2 cents, but also comment if you're watching this after the live stream. Let me know what you guys think. Play or pass or buy or pass. I definitely see a lot of people passing on the set, and as professors say, buy singles. Sure.
All right, I'm ready to do that whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
All right, here we are.
There we go. Okay. And if you can make them big.
All right, let's go ahead and make.
If you guys were able to join us last week, it was super cool because we got to see the red-green one and the black-red one. So we got to see that in advance, and we got to spoil 3 of the cards on the back too. So that was pretty sick. But okay, so what do we got here? I'm
gonna rank these from like 1 to 4. So
okay.
Gilia would be the commander deck that I'm second most excited for. I'd rank it number 2. Specifically because she's hard to get out because she's 3 colors, okay? But what she does is worth it because she's a 4/4 for 4. Vigilance. You can look at the top card of your library. When you cast an aura equipment spells from the top of your library, it gains, when it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. So that's super effective if you want to get on World Slayer or something real quick, make her indestructible before you do that. Like, World Slayer will be amazing with her because you're just blowing up their whole entire field and she stays on the field because she's indestructible. So I'm really excited for her. Like, I really wish that she was green, black, blue, because I'd probably make a commander deck out of her for elves.
Yeah.
But she's still great nonetheless. They always like to throw that white in there just to mess with me.
Yeah.
This white right here.
I'm only this time around. There's 2 commander decks I'm getting, of course, because you know me and my Jun. But go to your first.
All right. To my first, obviously Vrondrus. Vrondrus is a 3 colors, 1 red and 1 green. In Rage, when Vrondrus, a Rage of the Ancients, is dealt damage, you may create a 5/4 red and green Dragon Spirit creature token with, when this creature deals combat damage, sacrifice it. We'll get to that sacrifice it part in a moment. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, you may have Vrondrus deal 1 damage to itself. And note the may, you don't have to. You may. Now, the obvious first thing that comes to mind with this is trying to get as many of these 5/4s out as possible, right? Which you can do with green and ramping. You can just get a lot of mana out and just go ahead and figure out a way that you're just constantly making him indestructible and dealing damage to himself, so you just make a bunch of those 5/4s. But I'd like to point something else out. That it says when this creature deals damage, sacrifice it. In response to that trigger being on the stack, after you've dealt damage, before it just goes away for nothing, you could potentially sacrifice this to like Altar of Dementia or something like that and get more value off of those dragons and just start like milling people.
Does that dragon have haste though?
Huh? The dragon does not.
Ah.
So you have to sit on them for a turn, but in most cases, you're in these types of decks, you're going to have like Anger in the graveyard already. You're just going to go ahead and ditch it. Like discard it out of your hand somehow, and once Anger is in the graveyard, it's going to give all your cards haste anyways. So
okay, so I need to pick up Anger. There's an old standard card, well, not standard anymore, but from Guilds of Ravnica. If you remember, Gruul had a lot of fun options.
Yeah, they have Riot.
There's the one that gave it Riot. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you could do Riot too.
You could put it in and make it not counterable,
6/5.
I guess. Yeah, you can make it a 6/5 and easily, or you can go for the haste option for the easy kill. So
yeah,
I think good times on this guy. I'm really stoked, and I really want to pick this guy up.
This is my first choice. This is the one that, like, if I have to skip on the rest of them, I will. This is the one that I'm picking up first. I just like the aesthetic of it. I like how he's a dragonborn. I like that he's a barbarian. I just love it.
I'm ready for those Skyrim memes on this set for sure, because he's dragonborn. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. What's your next one?
Okay, so this was number 1. The elf is number 2. Number 3 has to be Prosper Tomebound. Black-red.
Okay.
At the beginning, so he has 2 colors, a black and red, for a legendary creature tiefling warlock with death touch. At the beginning of your end step, exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. So you may cast that card. So he's constantly going off the top of your library. Now, I don't know how exactly this is going to play around stuff, and I haven't really thought about like how to build him. If I have to upgrade him yet, I'll probably look into it some more. But just the ability to do that.
Yeah, well, he's in the right colors because you have a lot of black cards from, and also some newer red cards that are going to be producing a lot of treasure. And I don't remember the card, but it's from the Ixalan block. If you have 10 treasures, you win the game. I don't remember if it was a creature or I think it was an enchantment. I just ran across it recently.
It's a blue enchantment.
No, it was in black. I might have the stack still here since I still have stacks on there. But yeah, it was a black enchantment, I think, that did the same thing. With the 10 treasures, you win the game.
Oh yeah, it is. It is black. It's Revel in Riches. That's right.
Yeah, there you go. So that would be an interesting build around. You got the red black. You're able to cast the card on top of your deck. So this one's super strong for treasure if you build it right.
I would definitely go around like a whole
for the treasure dragon.
Pirate sub theme for this. Get your treasures and go ahead and get that new Ragavan in there, and also get yourself a Dockside Extortionist. Just anything that gets you treasure, and I guess your win con would be to tutor Revel in Riches and just play it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Also having a sacrifice sub theme for this deck for Revel in Riches, because Revel in Riches also says whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, create a colorless treasure artifact token. So you can find ways to just have a bunch of removal in this deck, like a whole ton of removal. So you're just getting rid of your opponent's cards and destroying them, so Revel in the Riches gives you more treasure.
Yeah, exactly. And this guy right here it is. Or I'll just blow me up real quick here. I don't think it's much right now. If people start going for the treasure decks, this might be a pickup that you guys should pick up ASAP before it goes up. And that's just me specking a little bit. I am obviously not a financial advisor. I mean, look at my life. But anyways, yeah, this
I'd
is
pick
the
it up
card
for
right
this
there.
commander deck. Yeah, I'd pick it up.
Oh, hell yeah. No, for sure. You got a few of the treasure dragons from the last few sets actually, that you can play, like Goldspan Dragon.
Goldspan.
Oh, obviously. You can get that Kobold to get out, power it up to 6 and get that dragon out for free. So that's dope. The Kobold we were talking about earlier. So
yeah, I feel like that's too much. Yeah, I feel like that's too much.
You think it is?
Yeah. Goldspan costs like nothing. Yeah.
It seems like an interesting workaround. Hey Matthew, how you doing? Yeah, you got it. Yeah. There's other synergies with casting things from Exile and Black, I believe. Yes, you are correct. And welcome to the stream, bud. If you haven't subscribed, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. You probably already are. I don't know. But if you aren't, do so. But yeah, I think that red black definitely. Let me get you back on the screen here, bud. Boom. Sorry about that. Okay. So he's going to be a fun commander to mess with. I don't know if he's going to be tier 1, but it's certainly lots of fun stuff.
I feel like it's touch and go with him. I feel like he could be better than the elf or the vice versa. I just feel like the elf has more, like I've seen similar decks before run like just play equipment and immediately attach it. It's super powerful. Because you just make her huge. You can just run straight Voltron with her and just run all these artifacts and equipment and just stuff that searches equipment.
Yeah. I can see it.
And then you got the last one on here, and the reason why it is because I'm not a big fan of the dungeon mechanic, even though I love D&D. I don't like how it is. Like, it's another Esper commander, and I'm so sick of seeing Esper colors in commander decks. I'm so tired of seeing it. Because I feel like they skip, like, Naya a lot. And, like, I don't know, there's not, like, a whole lot of Jeskai commanders either. I would like to see more Jeskai. But anyways, Sephiroth of the Hidden Ways, white, blue, black. Legendary creature, human wizard. Whenever one or more creatures are put into the graveyard from anywhere, venture into a dungeon. This ability triggers once per turn. Create undead. When you complete a dungeon, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. That could be powerful. Not gonna lie, for a 3-drop. That could get you anything, especially considering you have black and you have access to like things like Unearth. You can put anything from your deck into the graveyard and immediately play it. So you can go grab, like, for instance, we just talked about it earlier. You can go grab Asmodeus, put it into the graveyard, then play it with Create Undead, and then draw yourself 7 cards and lose 7 life, which is nothing in Commander. And you can do that relatively quickly before anyone's had the chance to damage you, and you have hand advantage.
Yeah, for sure. It's not colors I play. I mean, obviously I played the black, but it does seem a little fun. I don't know. I'd like to see what's in the deck too, because I'm sure there's black options that aren't going to be in the other ones. But yeah, I can see why this is low on the totem pole. I definitely want to mess around with the treasure thing in what's his name? It's like really small.
Vajras?
The red black guy.
It's Prosper.
Prosper. Okay, yeah. Prosper seems super fun.
Prosper does seem fun. I don't know. I've already specified myself that when I make like a red-black deck, that I'm probably gonna make Blim Comedic Genius, just because I want to go ahead and get like Joker, like they have Joker Dragon Shield sleeves that you can get for a deck, and I want to do that for Blim. I want to do that for Blim.
Oh hell yeah!
And I sort of want to go ahead and get the card altered to have Joker on it, because I think that'd be funny.
Yeah.
If you would even run that as the commander anymore, I'd probably just run it actually not as the commander anymore, and probably run Cody actually.
You put him in the 99.
Yeah, I'd probably put Blim in the 99 and put Cody as the commander, because Cody's just funny. The deck would just revolve around giving everyone your stuff. Like, here, you can have my stuff, but it's probably going to make you lose the game. Because you can do Liliana's Contract and use everything on Liliana's Contract, like all the good stuff, until you get to the final one, and then you're just like, here's Liliana's Contract just before your upkeep. And now when your upkeep comes around, you lose the game.
Yeah. I hear you there. Bro. So I don't know. There's a lot of fun things in this set, and I don't want to discuss it to death. But again, I don't see myself going too nuts on this. It's gonna be super open to fun and fun to open and do story time. Because it's worded that way. But other than that, I don't know, man. It just, to me, it has the M19 feels. You got a few mythics or bust. I know a lot of sets are like that. This one in particular, there's only a couple key pieces here and there, but this will be super fun and limited. For drafting, I hope to get to a lot of drafts on this, because it just seems fun, limited is always fun, but yeah.
I actually loved limited
Matthew,
in M19.
You are correct. Yeah, for sure. And definitely pretty simple mechanics. Of course, this is geared more towards new players, and this is a core set, so this is what's replacing the core set. We made all the points on this already. So life totals, you don't have an LGS by you?
Nope.
Oh man,
I do not. I wish I did.
How far out do you have to go to be able to play at the store?
4.5 hours.
Jeez. Wow. Okay, got you. Well, we'll have to get some gameplay on here. I was trying to figure out a draft when I first started working on this channel for MTG, but I just don't. I don't know. It seems too complicated. I'd have to bring in other people, but it would be fun to do a draft on here, as no one's done that. But could definitely do limited play. That's for sure.
I think that doing a sealed pool would probably be better if you did something like that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. It would be like pre-release kits. Probably do Spell Table, or I can just use this program. But I have to wait for you guys to have a pre-release in hand, because that would be super fun.
I won't have anything till I start working in August because my new job got pushed back because they had problems opening the new store. So.
Yeah, I know, man. I hear you. The other thing I kind of want to bring up, I might bring it up more for the next one, unfortunately, as it's too real, is that, guys, unfortunately, we are heading towards a recession. So there's going to be, we've been in a recession before in Magic. The only reason why I bring this up is because those recession sets, some of them were strong, some of them weren't. But people aren't going to be able to buy as much as they've had. I mean, in the past, I don't think the stimmy's going to take forever to pass. Let's just put it that way. So there's not going to be any free money, and this set definitely doesn't have free money. This is a nostalgia set, beginner set, blah blah blah. Basically, you're on your own for getting money up for Innistrad sets. So yeah. Hey Charles, how's it going, bud? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a minute. So let's go ahead and get some links out there. Can you put the Discord link in, and I'll work on the Facebook stuff?
Yep.
Live totals.
Yep.
Okay.
I got it.
So we're gonna go ahead and flood you some links in here. This is the link to my Facebook group, and we've been picking it up a little bit. It's been kind of quiet lately, but we'd love to have you just the same. This is the main group. I do post in here if for box battles and other fun things. We got Live Total just put up the Discord. Let me know if you guys see it. You should be able to, because you should be able to post links, and so should Charles. All right, cool. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. It should be auto, so you should be in, but I'll go ahead and check that right now.
I already accepted it.
Oh, see, you're on top of it. Okay. Sorry, a little sidetracked there. But yeah, join us there. In what other link am I missing? We got Discord, we got the Facebook. Let me do one more thing here. I know I got to post this more, but we are I am building this up. We're going to have some exclusives available through Patreon. If you guys want to join, I think $5 is the lowest level, but I am saving all that money I've not cashed out at all for some exclusive giveaways in that. And we're going to save up to maybe do a box break or a color break down the road when we have enough money up in Patreon. So that's going to be super fun. If you guys want in on that, go ahead and join in at the lowest level or the highest level if you're a baller. But that is the Patreon. And then I kind of wanted to show off because these are brand new, guys. And you guys can get merch too. It does help the channel. But Paz told me, you better be pushing these dang things every live stream. So I'm like, okay, fine. But these are pretty awesome. If you guys have probably seen her float around, I know she's done some bags for Luke at 570. She's also done for World of Better Magic and a few other content creators. But these are pretty sick dice bags. That's the one side, and then you got my logo on the other. They hold a lot. I mean, these are big, but it's pretty cool because you can put in all your dice. But it's big enough for cell phone or even your deck. But one of these bad boys we're going to be giving away when we hit 500, as well as this exclusive here. She just made me an extra bag, so I'm going to go ahead and give it away. Has the old school squirrel on it, so that's pretty cool. If you guys want to see that link, I could throw it down in there. But yeah. But it is in the description as well. Anywho, sorry, just it reminded me because you said Luke, and I'm like, oh yeah, Paz told me I got to push. I was like, all right, fine, I'll push. As I lose all the viewers, it's all good. So, is there anything else you wanted to talk about there, Life Totals?
No, not really. I think I'm pretty good.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and call it short today. It was good going over the D&D set, what you should get. And a lot of people said pass. I think life totals on the thing that there's definitely cards you should get. And if you are after singles of the set and not buying the set, I would wait till, don't fall for FOMO. Wait till a day after, like the Monday or Tuesday after release, and you'll be able to pick these all up fairly cheap. I don't think there's any card in this set that's going to stay at $50 for very long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So you should be able to get it. Oh yeah, dude. Matthew, yeah, they're pretty awesome. Let me see if I got the link. I think they're only like $12. They're handmade and embroidered by Karen. I don't know. She's done a couple of things for Luke on 570, but let me just go and throw the link for being easy, you know. But it is in the description, so you guys can definitely pick it up there. It says new merch. Give me a second here. I have to kill the sound. Shut it. Thank you. Okay. And edit video. I'm just pulling up the link for you, bud. But yeah, I get a little kickback to the channel, so it helps. Pretty much all the money I get for the channel, it goes back into buying boxes of Magic, as well as eventually equipment. Here is, oh, get this one here. But we have the old design and the new design in here too. Okay, here's this one. He just showed this to me the other day, and I usually say stay awesome, but that thing is sick. Love the back. Okay, that's the main market page one. And then if you want to hit her up on Facebook, you can do that as well with this link. There we go. Cool. So if you guys want some merch, I won't say no. I appreciate it. We got all the links up. If you guys want to hit us up and get more involved, appreciate it. Definitely. We do box battles too. I don't do too many of them, but you know, I'm always interested to gauge interest and see what you guys are after and like to make it happen. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. We'll catch you next live stream. I got some videos to edit, but I'll probably be popping in sometime over the weekend for random giveaways. And actually, no, I have a mail day planned. I'm waiting for a couple more cards to come in, and then I'll have mail day and probably some form of giveaway. We'll see what happens, though. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Thank you, Life Totals, for joining me today. And we will catch you next Thursday for sure. All right. You guys have a good one. Bye.